Please take your seats. The program is about to begin.
This is my story of kindness. It's about a man who began with very little, but accomplished a whole lot for himself and for others in his life. Publix founder George Jenkins believed in giving, even if it meant having less for himself. The more he had, the more he gave to the community. He even started Publix charities to support the causes close to his heart, like hunger, housing, and education, so that people could have happy homes, brighter futures, and nice dinners. My family is very grateful for Publix charities, and I know a lot of other families who are too. Helping someone when they need it most can make a difference in their life forever. Once Mr. George was asked how much he'd be worth if he hadn't given so much away, and he responded by simply saying, "Probably nothing."
Please take your seats. The program is about to begin.
Every cookie sold in the Girl Scout Cookie Program helps girls learn lifelong lessons in people skills, decision making, money management, goal setting, and business ethics. From one generation to the next, it's amazing how much you can learn from a cookie. The Girl Scout Cookie Program. Think outside the box.
Good afternoon, Tampa Bay. Please join me in welcoming today's MC, the CEO of Girl Scouts of West Central Florida, Mary Pat King.
Thank you, and welcome to the 2024 Women of Distinction Awards. I'm Mary Pat King, CEO of Girl Scouts of West Central Florida, and I'm thrilled to host all of you today. On behalf of the Girl Scouts of West Central Florida, I want to thank you for joining us on this very special occasion. Happy International Women's Day. Today we honor 6 amazing women. Our Woman of Promise, Diana Walker. Our Women of Distinction, Master Deputy Sheriff Marilyn Alvarez. Allison Barlow. General Ann Dunwoody. And Bamitra Simmons. And we celebrate our Woman of Distinction Hall of Fame inductee, Renee Vaughn. We will also be inspired by Gold Award Girl Scout who earned $10,000 scholarship from Girl Scouts USA for her efforts, Elaine Feaster. On this International Women's Day, Girl Scouts of West Central Florida is proud to host one of the most prestigious and longest-running Women's History Month events in Tampa, 32 years and counting. For Girl Scouts of West Central Florida, this event, Women of Distinction, is very important. This event is our only fundraising event, with the goal of raising $200,000 today to expand the opportunities we provide to Girl Scouts at our 4 camps and in our community troops, which offer free Girl Scouting in schools, parks, resource centers, housing developments, and other places of worship. With this sold-out attendance, we are close to reaching this goal. And with your help today, we know that by 1:30, we will achieve that goal. At any time, you can make your gift by going to GSWCF.org/give, and you'll see that many times. Now let's begin, as we always do in Girl Scouts, with a traditional Girl Scout flag ceremony. Will you please rise and welcome our Girl Scout Color Guard, including Color Guard caller London and National Anthem singer Katie.
Color Guard attention. Girl Scouts attention. Color Guard advance. Color Guard post the colors. Color Guard honor the colors. Please join us in saying the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please continue standing for the national anthem sung by Katie from Troop 50139.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in
Please join me in saying the Girl Scout promise and law. On my honor, I will try to serve God and my country, to help people at all times, and to live by the Girl Scout law. I will do my best to be honest and fair, friendly and helpful, considerate and caring, courageous and strong, and responsible for what I say and do, respect myself and others, respect authority, use resources wisely, make the world a better place, and be a sister to every Girl Scout. Color guard dismissed. Thank you. Please be seated. In Girl Scouts, we learn that honoring and respecting our flag honors all those who sacrifice so much for our continued freedom. At this time, we would like to ask all our veterans and active military to please rise if you're able to do so, so that we can thank you for your incredible service. Thank you for your courage, confidence, and character. You have made our world a better place. Now, please welcome my Girl Scout sisters, Mariana, Lynn, and Isabel, who will share a short reflection.
Thanks, London. As Girl Scouts, we do our best to be a sister to all Girl Scouts, and we form bonds of sisterhood that reach beyond our council. We are connected to a network of Girl Scouts and Girl Guides around the world, all of whom are global thinkers. It is those bonds that keep us courageous and strong during uncertain times. And because we strive to always be considerate and caring, our hearts go out to those enduring war and other trauma around the world.
Girl Scouts also teaches us to be friendly and helpful, to respect ourselves and others, to be honest and fair, and to be responsible for what we say and do. We know many of you are Girl Scouts. We can see it in you. Around the campfire, we like to say, once a Girl Scout, always a Girl Scout. So if you are a Brownie or Girl Scout, could you please stand if you are able? It is female leaders like you and all of our honorees today that serve as role models to show us how we can make the world a better place.
Before we begin celebrating our 2024 Women of Distinction, we would like to take a moment to honor and celebrate our past Women of Distinction. If you are one of those 300 plus women who have been honored as Women of Promise, Women of Distinction, or Hall of Fame recipient in the past 32 years, will you please stand if you are able so that we can celebrate your lifelong courage, confidence, and character? Thank you for joining us again today. Your support means that more of our Girl Scout sisters have opportunities to explore their passions, gain their confidence, and take action to improve our communities.
Now, we would like to celebrate the lives of the women of distinction who are no longer with us. Their legacies continue to inspire all of us today. Mary Wyatt Allen, Dr. Alma Hires, Patricia Mulieri, and Marcia Starkey. In addition to being women of distinction, we want to remember the Girl Scout legacies of Dr. Hires and Ms. Mulieri, who both served on our council board of directors. Dr. Hires served as our board president in the 1990s. Their lifelong impact continues to benefit girls across our region. Please join me in silence for a moment of remembrance for all of these amazing women. Thank you. There are 3 past Women of Distinction we'd like to recognize now. Our 2024 honorary chairs for the Women of Distinction Luncheon. Please stand when I call your name. Thank you to Marucci Azarine, Doretha Edgecombe, and Ellie Paladine. My Girl Scout sisters are presenting you with a small token of our appreciation and gratitude for serving as the 2024 Women of Distinction honorary chairs. For the past 6 months, these extraordinary women have poured so much energy into making this year's Women of Distinction so successful. Let's give them a round of applause to show our thanks. Thank you. Now, let's welcome Girl Scouts of West Central Florida President of the Board of Directors, Cami Ghibertini, to share more gratitude.
Good afternoon, Girl Scouts! Woo! You all look amazing. We are so happy to have you here today. Wow. Just want to take a moment, take it all in. I'm just so inspired by our girls. I hope that they're giving you the hope that they give us every day, and they are the reason why we're here today. So thank you. If you haven't taken a moment and checked in on social media, this is your time, this is your reminder. Please let people know that you're here today supporting our Girl Scouts. We would greatly appreciate it. So on behalf of the Girl Scouts of West Central Florida Board of Directors, thank you all for being here today, and congratulations to our inspiring honorees. Before we begin our award celebration, I'd like to take a minute to celebrate many of you, the many amazing community members who support Girl Scouts. First, I'd like to welcome our elected and government officials, as well as other dignitaries here today, like our new Miss Tampa, Cassana, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Fink. Cassana, are you here? I saw you and you're gorgeous. There you are. Please stand. Miss Tampa. Congratulations. Will all our dignitaries, past and present, please stand so we can recognize you for your public service. We also have the former Miss Tampa here. Lindsay, there she is. Thank you, thank you. Now I'd like to thank our presenting sponsor, Publix Supermarket Charities. Not only is Publix a critical partner for today, but every day of the year, especially during cookie and summer camp seasons. This year, we are especially grateful for Publix Supermarket Charities because they've given the Girl Scouts of West Central Florida an additional $150,000 as a grant to help us renovate our equestrian area at Camp Wildwood. It's amazing. I can tell you that our Girl Scouts and our horses thank you so very much. And we want to say a special thank you to our council's board member, Kelly Williams-Puccio. Where is she, Kelly? I know you're here. There she is. And just say thank you to our Publix friends and for your leadership. Thank you so much. We'd also like to thank our distinguished sponsor here today, University of Tampa. Awesome. Thank you. And thank you to our esteemed sponsors, Simply Healthcare, and Hall of Fame inductee, lifetime Girl Scout and board member, Marion Rich. We'd also like to thank our media sponsor, Tampa Bay Business and Wealth. Thank you so much, Bridget. Yes. Today's events would not be possible without your support and the support of all of our generous sponsors, including our honored sponsors. Thank you to Helios Education Foundation, the Orenda Collective, Raymond James, Regions, Tampa Hillsborough Expressway Authority, TICO, and the University of South Florida. Go Bulls. Thank you to all of our celebrated sponsors featured on these slides. Now I'd like to introduce you to the members of our Girl Scouts of West Central Florida, our governance team. Will all of our amazing board of directors and our committee members please stand so we can recognize you? So where's our fantastic board? These men and women rock. Where are they? There they are. Awesome. They really do show up every day and do their very best for our girls. I've been honored to lead this dedicated governance team this past year. Their big energy for Girl Scouts, as well as their strategic oversight, insights, and foresights have been instrumental in guiding Girl Scouts to the growth that we are experiencing today. And we couldn't achieve our mission without our amazing Girl Scouts of West Central Florida community volunteers. So if you're a community volunteer, if you're a troop leader, a service leader, cookie mom, booth mom, we got anybody out there? Please stand up. We want to see you. Awesome, thank you. Okay, we're in cookie season. FYI, you can get cookies until Saturday. Cookies until Saturday, so heads up, hit your Publix. This week, by Saturday, go to your Publix and get your cookies. We've got plenty for you. So we want to thank these volunteers and our board. And if I could ask, again, all the board, if you serve on a committee, if you're a volunteer, can you just stand up for just one moment? I need you to stand up for just one moment. Where are you? Kelly. Okay, I need you to stand up. Okay, so the reason I'm asking them to do this, because if you are at all interested in getting more involved with the Girl Scouts of West Central Florida, these are the people that we would love for you to connect to. So please, reach out, introduce yourself. We'd love to see you and get you involved in what we're doing with our girls. So thank you all so much. You guys are amazing. I'm really, really honored and privileged to have this opportunity to get to work with this amazing crew. So your partnership with our amazing staff team to deliver our mission is so incredible. So where is our staff? Our Girl Scout of West Central Florida staff. These are the rock stars that are there day in, day out, every day with our Girl Scouts. Oh my gosh, these women. I cannot tell you. I get to see them work behind the scenes every day, on calls, on Zoom, in person, in camp, and they are amazing. So thank you so much. Every day we work together to build girls of courage, confidence, and character, and we are so thankful. Girl Scouts is a global movement that started in 1912 in Savannah and continued right here in Tampa, where the second Girl Scout troop was founded in Hyde Park United Methodist Church. Today, I'd like to recognize an important leader in our council and our movement. Girl Scout USA board member and past Girl Scout of West Central Florida board chair, Felicia Gilmore Long. There she is. Awesome. Thank you for your inspiring leadership always. She brought me onto the board years ago, so kudos. Now I'd like to welcome back to the stage our Chief Executive Officer, Mary Pat King, to begin our recognition of these amazing women. Thank you all.
Thank you. And thank you, Cammie. Cammie came on board in April of last year and immediately just brought the big energy and inspired us all. So thank you so much for your leadership. On a personal note, as a CEO of Girl Scouts of West Central Florida, I stand on the shoulder of giants. I've been saying that a lot today. I would like to recognize two of our council's previous CEOs, Kim Joel, who's now CEO of Pinellas Education Foundation, Jessica Muroff, who's now CEO of United Way Suncoast, as well as two of our past presidents who've been incredible mentors to me, Laura Webb and Jean Kohler. Thank you all for your leadership and your mentorship during the past 4 years. I so appreciate you. It's now time to celebrate our women of distinction. President Cammie Gibbertini is on stage. Will London and Katie please join us also on stage to help present the awards? Our extraordinary honorees were nominated and selected as positive role models who exemplify the Girl Scout promise and law through ethical leadership and a commitment to making a difference in our community. Their short biographies are in your book. They were selected among many nominations. We had such a great list this year. First, we will celebrate our Woman of Promise, which is given to a community leader who is under age 40 and has already made an incredible impact. Congratulations to Diana Walker, Special Projects Coordinator with Hillsborough County Minority and Small Business Enterprise. Nominated by Ruth Estrada, Diana's passion for entrepreneurship and giving back to her community is shown in many ways, specifically her leadership in the Hispanic Professional Women's Association and Foundation's Board of Directors, the Tampa Bay Latin Chamber of Commerce, and status of Latinos at the University of South Florida. Ruth shared, Diana Walker embodies the spirit of community empowerment, entrepreneurship, and leadership, leaving an indelible mark on the organizations she's part of and causes she's championed. We've benefited from her being a camp CEO coach, too. Diana, congratulations. Let's watch a short video.
We mentioned that leaders have to lead by example, and Diana is a great example of what it takes to make something happen.
Her word is her bond. If she said she's going to do something, she will do it. I have 100% confidence in her, and that's the type of person that you want to lead an organization with.
Just starting up, trying to, get myself out in the community and truly give back, and just thankful to be able to even be recognized for something like that.
Since I've known Diana, Diana has made an impact in every single thing that she touches, and she truly embodies the spirit of a woman of promise.
She has such a giant heart that there's room for everyone that she needs.
It turns and translates into having an impact in people's world, and that is just the perfect role model for Girl Scouts and women everywhere.
You can always spot Diana because she lights up the room like no one can.
She is a trustworthy, happy, joyful woman of faith. I love that she's a very dedicated mother. It's nice to be able to bond with a young woman that has such a good head on her shoulders.
I feel like it's a sisterhood that I get to be a part of with these remarkable women. We all have different perspectives and different causes that we champion, but we come together to leave an impact and hopefully be part of the legacy of what Tampa has to offer. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. First, I want to thank everyone that was a part of the committee, nominating committee, and allowing me to be a part of the Inspiring Women of Distinction in the Tampa Bay region. Reflecting on my journey thus far, I'm grateful for the women who mentored and guided me and continue to mentor me. Women like Margarita Gonzalez, who instill in me the values of my culture and giving back selflessly. I also want to take a moment to thank God Almighty for giving me the strength and the guidance, and my parents. Coming from immigrant parents that came to the US for a better future, education for their kids, serving my community is a small attempt of how I can give back what my parents were able to give me through faith, sleepless nights, hard work, and never giving up attitude. And now I get to do that for my son. Sorry, I never get emotional. In the spirit of collaboration and empowerment, this recognition reinforces what I already truly believe, that positive change is attainable through education and collaboration. To the Girl Scouts of today and the leaders of tomorrow, my hope is that you remain fierce, true to yourselves, and uplift others as you continue to break glass ceilings and set new records. Let the courage to ask questions, the tools to affect change, and the unwavering commitment to lifelong learning be your guiding lights. Remember that you don't need a high title to make a difference. The change we seek comes from each of us championing causes with an open mind and accountability. And to the leaders in this room and the corporations and the sponsors, I urge you today to actively invest in the emerging leaders of tomorrow by providing them with the space to lead and cultivate a culture centered on communication, leadership, and innovation. By doing that, we empower the coming generations without affording them the chance to learn how to lead and giving them the tools for effective communication. We cannot reasonably hold them accountable for shaping a better future. So let's pour into mentorship so that together we can bridge that gap, and together we can create a legacy of empowerment and excellence. And before we continue to celebrate the women of distinction and our Hall of Fame honoree, I must extend my heartfelt gratitude to Cam and to Mary Pat and to the wonderful staff of the Girl Scouts, the women that serve on the boards and dedicate their time, and for really fostering an environment that empowers future leaders, and to my boss, who has become a role model for me, Kenneth Jones, and I'm not just saying that, and because he allows me the opportunity to serve and is such a great example on what a true leader should be. To every Girl Scout in the room, you are smart, you are unstoppable, and capable of achieving everything you set your mind to. Thank you once again for this honor.
Congrats again, Diana. Congrats again. That was beautiful. And I always have an objective for any event I throw. I want to have at least one tear. So thank you for achieving that for me. I also got a tear as you were speaking. It was beautiful. Now we will celebrate our 2024 Women of Distinction, starting with Marilyn Alvarez. Marilyn is the Master Deputy Sheriff of Hillsborough County. For the past 18 years, she has served as the Sheriff's Office Hispanic Liaison. In his nomination, Officer Dennis Small wrote, "Marilyn goes above and beyond the call of duty. She's a true champion of diversity and inclusion, working tirelessly to break down barriers and pave the way for the next generation of females." Let's watch a short video celebrating Marilyn.
I have never met anyone so selfless, dedicated to her community, encouraging, courageous, kind. She just loves people.
Master Deputy Alvarez has been an invaluable force in building bridges between the Hispanic community and law enforcement.
Really, it's a great to be a woman of distinction. It's probably, one of the greatest honors that I've been able to achieve, and it's just to be able to represent an organization that represents our future, young women leaders. It's just really an honor to be able to be a part of that.
She just loves people. She's very empathetic to people. She loves seeing people succeed, especially the generation that comes in after us.
Known for her kindness, outgoing nature, and genuine heart for the community, she has played a pivotal role in fostering understanding and cooperation.
I think it's very important to be able to work with our young girls and instill, the things we've learned, the lessons we've learned throughout the years.
She's a good example of what a young lady should come up to aspire to, and knows how to pretty much how to love her community.
The recognition of Master Deputy Marilyn Alvarez is not just a celebration of her individual accomplishments, but also a tribute to the positive impact she has had on the community she serves.
Been with the Sheriff's Office 27 years, and needless to say, I've learned a little bit in those years. So anything that I can do to help our young girls be successful, I want to do whatever I can.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you to the Girl Scouts of West Central Florida, and to Cammie and Mary Pat and Clara for making this an amazing and memorable experience. It's an honor to be acknowledged for this prestigious award alongside my fellow awardees this afternoon. What an amazing group of female trailblazers we have here today. I must admit, it was a little surreal when I found out I was chosen to be a woman of distinction, because so many of the past recipients of this award have been my mentors throughout the years. Many of them are here today. I won't mention them by name because I know, once you hit 50, you forget everything, and I know I'll forget one of their names. But I want you to know that all of your kind messages of congratulations, well wishes, and welcome to the club have meant a great deal. I didn't get here today alone. I have so many people to thank for their support and guidance. First and foremost, my faith in God, which has led me in my journey through life. I'm grateful for my parents who are here today, who they fled communism in Cuba in 1965. They came to this country with nothing and made something big. It is because of them that I honor this country, and I'm beyond grateful to live in a place that gave my family freedom. My parents taught me the importance of hard work and instilled a certain strength in me to continue to push forward despite life's disappointments and bumps in the road that we all go through in life, and made sure that I continue to achieve my dreams. Thank you to my family, my friends, my sheriff's office family who are here today. Thank you for your constant support and for rearranging your busy schedules to spend this special day with me. Throughout my 27-year career, I've had the opportunity to give back to a country that gave so much to my family, as it has given me the platform to help others. As a first-generation American, I understand the struggles and fear of the unknown that come from starting a new life in a new country. Our incredible sheriff continues to value our diverse communities, especially our Hispanic communities, which allows me to build relationships, earn their trust, and guide them in depending on law enforcement rather than fear them. Today, we celebrate International Women's Day. It is so crucial that we as women continue to support and uplift each other in the good and in the bad times. Together, as a community, we can move mountains. To the Girl Scouts here today, I encourage you to continue to work hard and never give up on your girls. The Girl Scouts is an organization that teaches important skills that you'll take into your adult life, such as team building, leadership skills, and entrepreneurial thinking. Some of you have even gained some great marketing and sales skills while selling your cookies outside of Publix. Because I know many of you, like me, have walked into a store saying, I don't need any cookies, but somehow by the time you leave and you get to your car, you have 10 boxes and you wonder what just happened. So girls, keep up the good work. In a world where so many young people are paying attention to influencers and not so real reality stars, it's incredible to have an organization giving these young ladies real tools to be successful in lives. So ladies, keep up the great work, continue to support each other, and remember, you can achieve anything you set your mind to. All you need is hard work, determination, and a dream. Thank you again to the Girl Scouts of West Central Florida, and to all of you here today for taking time out of your busy day to share this amazing honor with each one of us. God bless you all.
Congratulations again to Marilyn. And I just want to, can we give a thank you to all of our officers and sheriffs and police and first responders in the room? Thank you. You are so important to all that we are as a society. Thank you for your service. Next, let's celebrate 2024 Woman of Distinction, Allison Barlow, Executive Director of the St. Petersburg Innovation District. Nominated by Girl Scouts of West Central Florida board members Micheline Everett and Dr. Sue Goodman, they described Allison as a triple threat who makes life better in St. Petersburg for a diverse range of stakeholders and many residents. Triple threat, what does that mean? She's a woman of vision, someone who can pull together cross-sector coalitions toward big goals, and a professional with the skill and tenacity to execute down to the finest detail. Let's hear more about Allison as we celebrate her.
Allison is a futurist. She's a visionary thinker and a catalyst for change in the city that I'm proud to call home, St. Petersburg, Florida.
She is really just kind of the glue that is bringing various stakeholders together in St. Petersburg for the betterment of the city.
I think that what Girl Scouts taught me was that caring for each other, the teamwork, the ability to try new things. I certainly use that every day of my life, kind of that fearlessness to experiment and see where something takes you.
Allison is not only a dreamer of possibilities, she's also the driving force behind the transformation.
Allison has really been at the center of all of these conversations. And she was very, very involved in the current economic success of St. Petersburg and really developing our South Side, developing our marine science area.
Allison sees the big picture and she's able to articulate that vision to drive that force, to drive that message, to drive that innovation. And she's been doing so ever since the day I've met her.
Never let anybody tell you you can't do something. Just try it, see if it works, and also have no fear of failing. Failure fear stops you in so many cases, and if you're just bold and you try it and see what happens, if you fail, you fail, but you also may succeed in a way you never imagined.
Good afternoon to everyone. Thank you so much to the Girl Scouts, the leadership team at the Girl Scouts, the staff, everyone who made this day possible. The way that they bring together women leaders in our community for years and decades is phenomenal. I didn't quite get until I got involved how much this is an amazing group of women, and particularly looking at the women that are sharing this distinction with me today, I am floored. I also have to say a huge thanks to my family. My mom is here today, and also the board of directors of the Innovation District, all my work buddies who are here as well, and the women who have come to support not only me, but everyone here. I think that two of the most important things in my life, and sort of my mantra every day, is grit and grace. The grit to hang in there, the grit to have the tenacity, and the women in my life that I've had coming through this experience get to where I am today, but particularly the women I am surrounded with today have that grit. They have that, let's just do this, let's make it happen, let's stick through the challenges. But they also have this amazing grace of kindness, the grace of empathy, the grace of, I want to hear from you and I want you involved in what we're trying to do. And they've taught me so much. And they are so sweet to support me today, to be here, to support the Girl Scouts. As you heard in the video, I'm a Girl Scout, as many of the women of distinction. I remember being a Girl Scout and doing, I don't know if anybody knows what the muck walks were, but you put on sneakers and you walked in the mud. And I had a horse at summer camp that I was really excited about. When I found some of my things to come here today, I actually even wrote up how to own a horse because I was committed. I don't own a horse. But I learned so much in the Girl Scouts, and that experimentation that has led me to my job in the Innovation District today, I really think the seeds were formed in those early days of the Girl Scouts. So hang in there, have that grit, have that grace, and you'll do amazing things. Thank you.
Thank you, Allison. I love that. Grit and grace certainly defines great leadership. Thank you. Next, we will celebrate an American hero who is not only a role model in the Tampa Bay area, but across the nation. Congratulations to retired General Ann Dunwoody, who was the first, who was the first woman in the U.S. military history to achieve the rank of 4-star general. Thankfully, General Dunwoody and her family chose Tampa as her retirement home. General Ann Dunwoody was nominated by Board President-elect Dr. Deirdre Dixon and Vice President of Governance Lynn Jackson Dorman. They described General Dunwoody's courage, confidence, and character as a role model for our Girl Scouts and all leaders across the nation. Let's hear more.
General Dunwoody is a prime candidate for this award because she truly lives out her motto of service above self. She really serves everybody.
She is the woman who was promoted to 4-star general first in our nation's history. And that is something that is a huge honor for her, and also just the example of breaking a glass ceiling for all of us as women and changing the paradigm of who serves the nation, who protects the nation for all of us.
You know, you wake up every morning and you think to yourself, how can I make a difference? I think it's important for us and people in leadership positions, any moms and dads to serve as role models for the upcoming generations so that they too have an opportunity to really believe that they can be anything they want to be with hard work and commitment.
It's just her courage to act with integrity in every aspect of her life is what I so admire about General Dunwoody.
I think changing minds is one of the most powerful things that we can do, especially senior leaders in different agencies, and she's done that with ease.
When I was just starting out in my career, I could see what she had done, and I felt like I could achieve something similar to that.
One sergeant who worked with me at Fort Bragg, he told me, General Dunwoody, I'm so happy this moment has happened because now I can tell my daughters they can be anything they want to be, to include a 4-star general.
I got tears and I haven't started. Thank you. Thank you for that beautiful rendition. Well, good afternoon, everybody. I am really thrilled to be here with so many talented folks, the Girl Scouts, everyone here who's been associated with the Girl Scouts, been part of it, and still contributing to the Girl Scouts. So it's just a thrill for me, and I'm truly humbled and honored to be joining this distinguished circle of women. So congratulations to all of you. I want to thank Mary Pat King and everyone associated with the Girl Scouts of West Central Florida for doing the hard work and heavy lifting for organizing this lunch and this ceremony. I also want to give a shout out to Lynn Dorman and Deidre Dixon for their continuous support, and I want to thank you so much. A special thanks to all our friends that are here and my family for joining us to celebrate. It really means a lot to me. And to everyone else that's here and taking time out of your schedule to celebrate all the women that are being recognized today. I have to start by saying that even though I had 4 generations of West Pointers in my family, it never occurred to me to even think about joining the Army. As far back as I can remember, all I ever wanted to do was be a coach. I loved sports, and that's all I ever wanted to do since probably 5 years old. While pursuing my fitness degree in college, the Army was trying to recruit more women into its ranks. And they developed this program, it's kind of like a mini ROTC, and if you got accepted, you would graduate from college with a 2-year commitment as a second lieutenant, and they were gonna send me to jump out of airplanes, teach me how to jump out of airplanes. Now, how exciting is that? So I signed up thinking it was just gonna be a short 2-year detour en route to my coaching profession. Well, once I got in the Army, I realized that I loved being a soldier and I loved leading soldiers. And I remember telling my dad, I'm gonna continue doing this, Dad, as long as I love what I'm doing and I can make a difference. Well, that's exactly what I try to do, one job at a time. So my initial 2 years turned into 5, turned into 10, and eventually 38. But what I learned along the way from my parents, from my coaches, from my family members, and everyone who enabled my journey to happen was to always try to do your best no matter what the circumstances are. Briefs well, not easy. Always stay on the moral high ground by being fair and professional. Briefs well, not easy. Never let others dissuade you from something you're passionate about, because if you let others unduly influence or make decisions for you, they win. Now, were there times when it would have been easy to give up in the face of adversity? For me, you bet. Were there times when I was angry, frustrated, and afraid? You bet. But at the end of the day, I would ask myself, if I didn't continue to keep on trying to make a difference and quit, take the easy road, then who's the real winner and who's the real loser? And for me, the seemingly unsurmountable challenges became opportunities. And finally, and you've heard it here all morning, the most important thing is believe in yourself. Because when you do that, you can discover you can do anything you want to do, and you can be anything you want to be. And while this is certainly not the path I had chartered for myself, what I realized is that I really did end up fulfilling my childhood dream. I just did it in a different classroom, in a different profession. I ended up coaching thousands of men and women on and off the battlefield in a very demanding profession, the United States Army. So once again, I thank you for this great honor, for all of you for being here, and I look forward to cheering you on as you continue through your journey. May God bless you, and may God bless this great country.
Thank you so much for that incredible wisdom. We so appreciate you, and congratulations. Next, we will celebrate 2024 Woman of Distinction, Bamitra Simmons. CEO of the Tampa Bay Partnership, nominated by our 2023 Women of Distinction, Travika Benjamin. On a podcast a few weeks ago, Bamitra shared, I loved this, to lead, you must have a coachable spirit. That is the essence of what we try to teach our Girl Scouts about the importance of the word try and try again. Let's hear more as we celebrate Bamitra.
Bamitra is one of those people that when she knows that you're committed to a mission, she knows that you're committed to this community, she does what it takes to connect you with the resources, the people, and all of the avenues for you to be successful.
Bamitra's an incredible listener. She really attempts to hear what the community needs. And in doing so, she's advanced the ball on issues like transportation and education and resiliency.
The women who've won this award in this community are giants and people that we all look up to and respect and honestly want to be a little bit like when we all grow up. And so to be, have my name on that list with those group of women is just really incredible.
She sees a person that she believes in and she thinks 5-6 years ahead in terms of what can I do to help this person now for them to accomplish whatever it is that they want to be. She's done that for me. She's done that for so many other women that I've met.
Every young girl needs to be able to look and see in the ranks of CEO strong, capable, talented women, and Bamitra is undoubtedly one of those.
But we need to celebrate girls and tell them that their opinions matter and that leadership matters and that we want them to be assertive and have their voice heard.
The confidence that she has and the confidence that she instills in other women is the very mission of what Girl Scout stands for.
She leads people of all colors. She leads men and women. She helps us get on the same page, and she shows us what really matters.
I'm really, really excited, and I hope that I get a chance to, live up to the spirit of the award and that I continue to do good things in our community. So I was very ambitious to come up here without my glasses. Thank you so much. First of all, I want to thank the council. I want to thank Travika for nominating me for this such a prestigious award. Really honored to be here. So many family and friends in the room, and I'm not normally overwhelmed, but I'm a bit overwhelmed this morning. So just this afternoon, bear with me. Everyone knows that I like to say that I was born on a team, and my original teammate is with me today, Dimitra, my twin sister, so I'm really excited to have her here with me today. So, Dimitra and I were military kids, so General, we talked a little bit about this. We grew up in like 10 states, a couple of countries, and there were a few things in our life that were really consistent. Family, faith, sports, and the Girl Scouts. Regardless of wherever we lived, there was a troop, and we started back in the day when they were pixies, right? And then we went up to juniors, and then we went to 7th grade and junior high, and we were too cool to wear those uniforms to school, so we had to get out. But there was so much I learned from being a Girl Scout. First of all, we sold our cookies ourselves. There wasn't social media, right? Like, you had to walk up to people at church and say, will you buy some cookies for me? And my mother was not the mom that was going to take the sheet to work and sell it for you. You had to do that yourself. So the first thing I learned was courage. So, courage and confidence, developing a sales pitch, running a little business, and also a little bit of rejection, right? Everybody did not say yes to you. And all of those are skills that I use every day at the Tampa Bay Partnership for the things that we're working on here in our community. I'm also very mindful that winning something like this is not something that you win by yourself. You win this with a collection of people that support you, and so many of those folks are in the room today. I've got board members in the room, I've got family in the room, friends from college, my favorite Brownie Parker is with me today, but most importantly, my teammate in life, Abeba. Abeba supports me and allows me to do all these great things in the community, and I'm very grateful for my wife and all that she does to support me. And so I just want to say a couple of words to the young ladies and the Girl Scouts that are in the room today, and a couple things I wanted to get out and convey. Number one is fear hates focus. Fear wants you to be focused on what you're afraid of, what you can't do, how you might fail, what if it doesn't work. I don't think like that. That's probably one of my Achilles heels in life is I don't ever worry about if things are not going to work out. I believe everything is going to work out. I believe things are going to work the way they're supposed to. I'm the person, if you go on a cruise with me, I think we're going to eat with the captain. And we probably will. We're going to get backstage at the concert. We're not standing in line. You can ask my wife. I'm a believer, right? I believe that good things are going to happen. And I would like to give that out to all the young ladies out there. The second thing I would say is every single one of you has something unique that only you possess. Nobody has that. And so lean into that. Do that more. And since I've got old friends and new friends in the room today, I'm reminded of the importance of making new friends, but keeping the old ones. Because one is silver and the other is gold. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Bimitra. I love that. Believe in yourself. That's amazing. Thank you. Our final honoree is our 2024 Woman of Distinction Hall of Fame inductee, Renee Vaughn. Woo! Renee is president of the Williams Consulting Group and was a senior administrator for the city of Tampa. She's also the first lady of the University of Tampa, at least for a few more months. So this is an extra special time for us to celebrate Renee. In her nomination, our president-elect of the board, Dr. Deirdre Dixon, shared, "There are very few places that Renee has not touched with her leadership, service, and philanthropic support. Talking to Renee, you will quickly discern her core values and integrity, her sincerity, honesty, and respect for others. And these values are clear through her work and philanthropy." Let's hear more to celebrate Renee.
When I hear the term women of distinction, it really fits Renee. She is unique. She is someone who stands out. She is someone that has the qualities that I feel should be recognized because they are exemplary.
Your passion for empowering women and mentoring young professionals has left an incredible mark on our city.
Renee has some very clear core values that come through whenever you talk to her. Anybody who knows her, her service for others is really quite amazing. And I knew right away that she really gave from the heart.
I was a woman of distinction several years ago, and I thought that was absolutely the most amazing honor. And I can see the joy and excitement that everyone in this room who's been up here before feels.
She can both be there when we stumble to help us get upright again, and when we've been successful, she's there with the standing ovation, leading the applause. She makes a difference in so many people's lives.
Wherever she enters into, she tries to leave it better than when she found it. And the best thing about it is I'm very proud to call her a friend, and I think she's a friend to so many people out there.
Renee, you are not just a leader, you are an integral part of the Tampa Bay community and the University of Tampa.
You know, I can always tell a Girl Scout after just a few minutes of meeting them. It's just obvious in their values and their respect for others. And I'm so grateful to have learned that at such a young age because it's carried with me throughout my life.
Wow, that's quite an introduction. Thank you. I am a big fan of the Girl Scouts of West Central Florida and deeply, deeply honored to be your woman, to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. To this year's class of the Women of Distinction, I offer a heartfelt congratulations. The Girl Scout mission is to build girls of courage, confidence, and character who make the world a better place. And you ladies, you are women of character, confidence, courage, and you make the world a better place. Thank you for your service to our communities. You know, when Mary Pat called me to tell me I was selected for the Hall of Fame, I was very, very surprised. The list of women of distinction honorees, it's one of the most impressive that I know. Women who have blazed trails, opened doors, and have changed our communities forever. Just to be in their midst is an honor. And quite honestly, being singled out is truly humbling. It's also a reminder of the work we all do and the impact we can have on the world around us. Our communities need all of us to step up to help them grow and thrive. Follow your passion and support the institutions you love and who make our communities a better place to live. Many times, one of us can be the difference between an organization moving forward and succeeding or struggling and even closing. This room is filled with the best, the brightest, the wisest, the most skilled and selfless women and men in the world. Every one of us can make a difference. As we've heard, none of us stands up here in this spot without the love and support of others. I'm grateful for the mentoring, collaboration, and lessons learned from my friends, clients, and colleagues. Many of you are in the room today. And to my husband, Ron, who's been my champion and partner for many, many years. I share this honor with all of you and with him. Thank you.
Renee, I know that I'm one of many people in this room who feels the impact of your leadership and your service. And I'm so grateful that I've had the opportunity to be mentored by you. And I just want to say thank you for all you've done for Tampa. What an amazing collection of women, and I bet you have been so inspired. You know, we decided, for those of you who've come before, often you'll hear a keynote next. But I looked at the list and I thought, we could have 6 amazing keynotes. These women are extraordinary, and we have one more to come. Before we do that, let's take a moment to celebrate all the impact that Girl Scouts has this past year. Did you see joy? Did you see courage, confidence, character, sisterhood? Every girl deserves that. Every girl deserves the feelings of belonging and sisterhood that are sparked around a campfire. Every girl deserves to grow her courage and confidence each time she tries something new or addresses a cause she cares most about. Every girl deserves an array of caring adults who support her journey toward adulthood. Every girl deserves the fun and the unique experience that Girl Scout delivers. At Girl Scouts of West Central Florida, our bottom line is to make sure every girl in our 8-county footprint has access to an affordable, high-quality Girl Scout leadership experience. We envision a day, and we're getting there, when Girl Scouting is ingrained in the cultural fabric of every community, with schools full of Girl Scouts who tried their best to live by the Girl Scout law, a law that emphasizes kindness, trust, ambition, resourcefulness, and respect for yourself and others. The pandemic threatened our bottom line as our access to schools and community locations were cut off. The ability to host Girl Scout programs was limited. And between 2020 and 2021, we lost more than 30% of our members. The partnerships we once so easily cultivated had to be completely rebuilt. Truly, Girl Scouts has a relationship-driven business model. Our success drivers are hyper-local strategies sustained by strong community partnerships with many of you. That's why in April 22, we restructured our organization. We decentralized it so that we could be more community-based, so that we could deepen relationships with our volunteers, our schools, program providers, community partners, and generous supporters like you. We leaned into the fact that for 112 years, the most successful tactic for growing Girl Scouts has been word of mouth. We focused on resources on training our people, our staff, our volunteers, our own girls to be effective storytellers and champions we need in every community. I hope you're seeing Girl Scouts everywhere. Most importantly, our community-based models strengthened our presence in neighborhoods, allowing our staff to see and understand firsthand what families face, firsthand why Girl Scouts wasn't a possibility for them, so that we could address those barriers. In April 2022, we did what we challenge all of our girls to do every day. We set a bold goal. We set a goal of growing to 30,000 members by 2030. 2 years later, I'm very proud to share that Girl Scouts of West Central Florida is one of the fastest growing councils in the country. We have more than 2,500 members more, we have 2,500 more members this year than we did last year at this time. It's great news. We are on track to recover from that loss of the pandemic by 2026, which was a big goal for us, and we're ready to soar to our 30,000 goal by 2030. And our accelerated growth feels awesome. We're celebrating that, and yet, it presents new challenges, and if you're a community volunteer in the room, you're feeling that with us. Challenges that need community support. We need more funding to help us meet this higher demand. We need more volunteers. Our volunteers need more training. Our Girl Scouts want more programs, and our families, well, our families are requesting more financial aid for these programs than ever before. And we're going to find it for them. At this time, I'd like to invite Girl Scout Dad and Board Secretary Stephen Ponzillo from Regions, as well as Caroline, who I just adore, to introduce our testimony.
Thank you, Miss Mary Pat. Well, Caroline, what do you think? This is pretty cool, huh? We get to come to Women of Distinction together once again, and now you get to say hello to everybody. What do you think?
Yeah, I kind of feel famous.
Yeah, I think you're working on being famous, but you're definitely a Girl Scout through and through. So you've been a Girl Scout, you're a junior now, as everybody can see, but you started as a daisy way back in kindergarten. So if you had to name just a couple of the things that really stand out to you so far about being a Girl Scout, what would they be?
Well, one would definitely be my first meeting when I met all of my friends that are now my very good friends. And one of my favorite parts was where we got to stick our hands in bags that goodness who knows what was in there. It was very, let's call it nice. Okay. It was very nice. And I really liked, my troop and I were able last year to go sleep under, not sleep under, but sleep in the Tampa Aquarium. Is it the Clearwater Aquarium? Florida Aquarium. And it was, yeah, sharks were eyeing us as we slept, which was interesting. And if I had to choose one more, I would say the first time I came here, I got to meet Mae Jemison, which was very nice. I got my own article. I was even more famous. And that was fun.
And you guys get to go where in September?
We're going to Kennedy Space Center to sleep under an actual space shuttle.
Great job. I think Miss Mary Pat wants me to talk for a couple seconds as well, so I'll do that. I'll just say my favorite part of you being a Girl Scout is that as your dad, I get to stand alongside you and I get to see you in your Girl Scout journey. And that gives me so many chances, so many opportunities to see you at your best. So Juliette Gordon Lowe, the founder of Girl Scouts, once said, "Scouting rises within you and inspires you to put forth your best." I have seen this in my own daughter, I've seen this in her troop mates, and I see it in Girl Scouts around our council. Girl Scouts is about opportunity for girls to discover and develop their full potential, to rise up and become the best versions of themselves by putting forth their best and by bringing out the very best in one another. Like all of you, we believe that girls, not just some girls, all girls deserve this kind of opportunity. So today we're here to ask you to put forth your best in support of Girl Scouts of West Central Florida. If you have not already, I invite you to use the pledge card at your table, to go to use the QR code on the screen, or even GSWCF.org/give, and to join us in supporting Girl Scouts. You have the opportunity now to help us exceed this year's $200,000 goal. And when we look out at all of your generous faces, we know that together, we, with your individual gift right now, can, just at this luncheon, add $50,000 to our goal. We believe in you because we know you already understand what meeting or exceeding this goal truly means. It means our girls get to go to camp. They get to visit the aquarium or seek out new challenges, reach their hand into that bag. I don't know what was in that bag either. Explore careers in STEM, plan a business, find new ways to protect our planet, and much, much more. So if you haven't already, I'm going to talk just for a one more minute to give you a chance to pull up that QR code, to fill out that pledge card. And if you use a pledge card, then there's someone that I'm sure, because we're surrounded by Girl Scouts, who will volunteer at your table to be the table captain and collect any contributions and any pledges for you today. But remember, this is an investment that you're making. An investment that will inspire thousands of girls to put forth their best on the way to becoming remarkable leaders who know they have the power to make a difference in this world. Your investment will inspire my girl, our girls, to become leaders like the amazing young woman we are now honored to introduce you to, Miss Elaine Feaster. Elaine has seized every opportunity she's had as a Girl Scout. She is a graduate of Freedom High School and is now a student at the University of South Florida. Pause for, okay. She's a student at the University of South Florida, having earned both her Gold Award and Girl Scout USA's $10,000 scholarship for her incredible project focused on community literacy. So, Elaine, please tell us all more, and thank you for everything you do.
When I was in the 3rd grade, my parents told me that I had a reading disability. I didn't want to have dyslexia. I felt excluded from my school friends when I was placed into remedial reading classes. While my classmates were enjoying club days, on Friday afternoons, I was in front of a computer completing lessons to assess my growth in reading, which was at a 1st grade level. Spelling was a challenge, and my answers were often marked wrong on tests because teachers couldn't decipher what I wrote. But the one place I always felt included was my Girl Scout sisters. They accepted me just the way I was. I joined Troop 1247 as a brownie in the 1st grade, and I immersed myself in everything Girl Scouts had to offer. Camping, horseback riding, World Thinking Day, volunteering, and of course, cookie season. When the school determined that I had a disability, I received many accommodations, such as having more time on tests and having the questions read to me. With these accommodations and the support of my teachers, my amazing parents, and my Girl Scout sisters, I excelled. And by high school, I was in honors and all AP classes, graduating from Freedom High School last year with a 5.9 GPA. Ultimately, living with dyslexia helped me understand the foundational importance of reading and comprehension, especially in early childhood. But it was being active in Girl Scouts that empowered me to be curious and to help others. That's why I chose literacy awareness as my Silver Award project. Before Girl Scouts, I wasn't aware of just how many children in local schools didn't own or have access to books. Once I saw the extent of the problem, I knew I needed to get the books into the hands of children who did not have any. Children first read to learn, and then, they first learn to read, and then they read to learn. So having the foundation of literacy early on is very critical, and it formed the basis of my motto, when you could read, you can learn anything. That is where Girl Scouts came in. My troop helped me turn my literacy awareness ideas into a reality by giving me an opportunity to move beyond the Silver Award and to pursue my Gold Award. With their support, I created a resource literacy portal website, scoutingforbooks.com, and I created a Book Buddy resource packet. Also, with my sister's support, across my Silver and Gold Award, I've donated over 11,500 books to underperforming schools. That may be a lot of books, but more importantly, that's a lot of opportunity for growth and joy. I will never forget the 5th grade student jumping with excitement when she first saw the first book in the Magic Treehouse series that she hadn't read yet. Or the student who was in disbelief that he could actually take the books home to keep and to even take books for his younger siblings. Real impact takes real effort and a community of support. Girl Scouts was there for me throughout my journey, developing my leadership skills, building my confidence, and giving me the skills to overcome obstacles to get the best outcome for these communities. Also, they were always cheering me on and donating some books too. Even though I bridged to an adult last year, I will always be a part of the Girl Scout community. I'm a lifetime member, and my sisterhood with my Girl Scouts friends continue beyond the years of brownies, cadets, and ambassadors. Every person has a story that makes them who they are, and I'm shaped by my dyslexia and the Girl Scouts, who gave me the opportunities to turn my disability into a strength. Today, I'm a freshman at the University of South Florida, on the Dean's List, and a member of the Women in Leadership and Philanthropy organization after receiving the WLP Betty Castor Scholarship. Because of my efforts, I also received a generous $10,000 scholarship from the GSWCF and other scholarships from several organizations, which will help me continue my education past my undergraduate studies. To be a Girl Scout is to be a go-getter, an innovator, a risk taker, and a leader, which was the heart of my scholarship essays. And I credit this organization for providing me with the opportunities of civic engagement to take action within my community. But even as I started the next chapter of my life, I am proud to say Scouting for Books and my love of Girl Scouts is still going strong. By you being here today and supporting the Girl Scouts, together we are supporting women like me, providing opportunities for girls to make the world a better place. We are supporting the leaders of tomorrow. Thank you.
Elaine, Caroline, two opposite ends of Girl Scouting, and yet you can see that impact through and through. Truly amazing. She's a nonprofit CEO already. I'm so proud of you, and it's been fun to watch you grow the past 4 years. Thank you all for supporting Girl Scouts of West Central Florida. We have Girl Scout staff and volunteers around the room picking up the envelopes from each team captain. So if you're a team captain, please lift those envelopes and our team will pick them up. Once again, congratulations to the 2024 Women of Distinction honorees. You are extraordinary leaders and you have inspired us all today as we knew you would. Thank you to our honorary chairs, our sponsors, and all who donated and joined us today. Thank you to Random Acts of Flowers of Tampa Bay, who will be collecting these gorgeous centerpieces, which were donated by the Orenda Collective, to share with nursing homes and hospitals in the area. That's very Girl Scouts right there. Also, a round of applause, please, please, for our servers and our catering staff. Thank you. They allowed us to enjoy a beautiful lunch together today. Finally, thank you. Thank you for believing in Girl Scouts, helping us to build her courage, confidence, and character. If you know a girl, help her know she can make a huge difference. Inspire her to join Girl Scouts. And if you were personally inspired to reconnect with your inner Girl Scout that maybe you didn't even know you had, we welcome you to join us as a volunteer. We have an array of opportunities, everything from one day all the way to board leadership. In Girl Scouting, we have a beautiful tradition. Many of you will be familiar with it. When we close ceremonies, we often close with a song that speaks to the friendship and the circle that we share. We have asked 3 of our amazing Girl Scouts, Katie, Miriam, and Megan, who are also beautiful singers, to please join us on stage to lead us in one of my personal favorite songs. I hope you will sing along. The words are on the inside back of your program cover. Once again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for your community leadership and partnership and for your support of Girl Scouts. Girl Scouts, take it away.
Make new friends, but keep the old. One is silver and the other's gold. A circle is round, it has no end. That's how long I'm gonna be your friend. A fire burns bright, it warms the heart. We've been friends from the very start. You have one hand, I have the other. Put them together, we have each other. Silver is precious, gold is too. I am precious and so are you. You help me and I help you. And together we will see it through. The sky is blue, the earth is green. I can't help it, keep it clean. Across the land, across the sea, friends forever we will always be.
Goodbye and enjoy your cookies. Thank you so much for coming.